Hi, welcome to Yoga Time Warrior. I'm Tracy. This is beginners sequence 1. So it's not my complete beginners range of classes. Those classes are a little bit more complex. There's a whole lot more to them. They cover the whole body a little bit better. But this sequence is a set of 4 movements. These are some great movements to get started with a yoga practice. So we have breath at the start, and this is intended to support the functioning of our spine. It's really important that you don't miss it because we're preparing for our movements. It's not just about the breathing. We're supporting and building strength in our spine. We have a little bit of breath work at the end, but that's just to allow you to reset. Again, it's not lengthy at all. Make sure that you follow with your natural breath. So you can follow my natural breath, but if you end up slightly out of sync, just carry on breathing to your natural pace. Beginning in the center of our mat, facing the short edge of the mat, feet hip-width distance apart, toes spread nice and wide, a nice soft bend in the knees, drawing up through the legs. Finding our neutral pelvis here, tucking and tilting. Drawing the shoulder blades together and down the back with the shoulders away from the ears so the neck starts to feel nice and long. Then draw the chin towards the chest and press the head back slightly. You should have found yourself in a nice neutral spinal position. Focus on lengthening that spine here. We'll begin with our breath work here, completing an exhale now. Contracting in the lower abdominal muscles, drawing them up. Inhale, expanding into the chest, lifting through the spine, then exhale, drawing the lower abdominals from the bottom through up into the rib cage. Inhale, expanding into the chest and then down into the ribs, right down into the belly, then exhale, contract the abdominals, drawing that in and towards the spine, stabilizing the pelvis. Inhale, lengthening up through the spine, and exhale, drawing in the lower abdominals, feeling that lower back neutralize. Moving into our postures now, so we'll begin with Warrior 2. Drawing your feet out nice and wide as is comfortable for you. You don't need to worry about coming too deep here at all. We'll begin facing this way first, so turning your toes out so they're pointed to the short edge of the mat and your back foot is facing parallel to the short edge of the mat. Making sure your hips are facing the long edge of the mat and they remain facing this way the whole time. Completing an exhale here, drawing in those lower abdominals. Complete that spinal alignment now. Drawing the shoulder blades together and down the back, drawing the chin towards the chest, pressing the head back slightly, making the neck feel nice and long. We practice in this way with our spinal alignment so that we are really opening through that spine as we begin our movements, and then we really stabilize into that spine also. Completing another exhale here, drawing in the lower abdominals. And then as you inhale, draw the arms up to shoulder height, shoulder blades drawn together. Exhale, sinking the weight down between both feet, bending that left leg. Inhale, drawing the arms up as you straighten through that leg. And then exhale, sinking back down, hands to hips if that's more comfortable than arms extended. Inhale, drawing back upright again. And then exhale, sinking that weight down between both feet. We'll stay here this time, drawing in the abdominals. Inhale, expanding into the chest. Then exhale, sink down. Can shuffle those left toes forward so long as you can see them past that knee. Inhale, lifting up through the spine. Exhale, drawing in the abdominals, making sure the pelvis is open to the long edge of the mat. Then inhale, pressing, straightening that leg, arms up. And exhale, releasing all the way down. Turning those toes in, so that foot is now parallel to the short edge of the mat, and turning the other toes out so that the toes are pointed towards the short edge of the mat. Completing an exhale here. Inhale, drawing the arms up to shoulder height as you expand your breath into your chest, and exhale, sinking the weight down between both feet, shuffling so that right knee stacked over the ankle. Then inhale, extending the arms up. Exhale, drawing back down, hands to hips if that's more comfortable, drawing in the abdominals. Inhale, straightening through that leg, extending the arms up, lengthening the spine, and then exhale, sinking down. Inhaling here, drawing the shoulder blades together. Shuffle that foot as you exhale. You can shuffle those toes forward so the knees stacked and you can see the toes. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, drawing the abdominal so the pelvis is open to the long edge of the mat. Then inhale, straightening that leg, arms up, and exhale, releasing all the way down. Turning those toes in, drawing the feet in together, shuffling them heel to toe, nice and slowly. Coming down into our seated butterfly. So we need some props here. Towels are a great option for you to sit on. We want them to be fairly high depending on you. So this will allow you to sit in this position with a gentle inward arch in your lower back. It's really important that you have that positioning there so it supports your spinal alignment. Everyone has a different pelvis, essentially a different functioning pelvis. So for some, they might not need that support. They might have it tilted the other way. So take the right option for you. Also grabbing hold of a bolster here, placing that in front of us so that we can come down onto that as we move into this posture. Drawing our feet together in front of us. If you need support underneath your knees, feel free to grab a couple of pillows to place them under there so that you can find comfort in this position and you're not straining to hold them up because it hurts too much when you extend them down. Find that relaxed, comfortable position for you. Shuffling forward on those towels, finding that neutral lower back, drawing the shoulder blades together and down the back, drawing the chin towards the chest, pressing the head back slightly. Completing an exhale here. Then inhale, drawing the arms up alongside the ears. Expand your breath into your chest and then exhale, tipping forward at the hip, extending the spine forward, relaxing wherever is comfortable. Then as you inhale, press the feet together, activate the back, lifting all the way up, arms up, and exhale, releasing them down to the sides. If that arm extension's a bit uncomfortable for you, feel free to bring the hands to hips as you inhale here and exhale, tipping forward at the hips, relaxing there wherever is comfortable. Then inhale, pressing the feet together, drawing the torso back up, activating through the back, shoulder blades together, then exhale, releasing the hands down. Then inhale, expanding into the chest, lifting the arms if it's comfortable. Exhale, tipping forward, drawing in the lower abdominals, extending forward, lengthening that spine. Staying here and inhaling, just lifting the torso slightly, and exhale, deepening down into that fold. Inhale, lifting the torso slightly again to lengthen, and then exhale, drawing the abdominals. Allow your pelvis to come forward, releasing into that fold better. Inhale, lengthening that spine. Exhale, deepening, feeling those hips really opening, the lower back releasing. Then inhale, press the feet together, activate the back, pressing the buttocks into the mat, lifting all the way up, and exhale, release the arms down. Moving that bolster out of the way. Coming into our bridge. Moving those towels out of the way. Also grabbing hold of a block. Laying on our back. Feet close to the buttocks. No wider than hip width distance. Drawing those shoulder blades together and down the back. Making sure you've got a gentle inward arch in the lower back with a slight gap between your lower back and the floor. Pressing the back of the head into the mat, slightly feeling that nice long neck and neutral spine. Placing that block in between the knees, and you need to hold it there throughout the movement. Completing an exhale here. Then inhale, pressing through the feet, lifting the hips high towards the ceiling, chest towards the chin, and exhale, release back down to the mat. Then as you inhale again, really pressing through those feet, activating the muscles in the backs of the legs, the lower back, lifting the hips high, and exhale, releasing down. And then inhale, pressing through the feet again, lifting the hips high, staying here as you exhale, drawing the lower abdominals to stabilize that lower back. Then inhale, pressing and activating those muscles on the back side of the body. Exhale, drawing in the lower abdominals. Inhale, pressing again here, feeling that buttocks, the lower back, the back, chest towards the chin, and exhale, releasing all the way down. Placing that block out of the way. Coming into a supine twist. I'm going to grab a hold of a couple of pillows now, so just rolling up to seated, placing the palms underneath the hands underneath the buttocks, pressing the palms into the mat, elbows into the mat, contract the abdominals as you roll on up. Grabbing hold of those pillows, and we're placing them to either side of the legs. If you have a really flexible spine, then you might not need the pillows. It all depends on how deep you want to come down into the twist here. Your shoulders want to remain on the mat at all times. So how low your knees come down will be defined by that. Your shoulders must stay there. So sometimes if you can't quite access that, your shoulders start to lift. So if that's the case, your knees don't come down so far. Finding a neutral spine here. Drawing the shoulder blades together and down the back. Drawing the chin towards the chest, making the neck feel nice and long as you gently press the back of the head into the mat. Finding that gentle inward arch in the lower back with the neutral pelvis. Drawing the arms up to shoulder height, up to the sides. Completing an exhale here, drawing the feet off the mat. And then inhale, expanding your breath into your chest, lengthening that spine, and exhale, slowly lowering the knees to the left, turning the gaze to the right, contracting those abdominals. Then inhale, drawing back to center, and exhale, lowering the knees to the right, turning the gaze to the left. Contracting those abdominals, then inhale back to center. Exhale, knees to the left, gaze to the right, making sure the shoulders are on the floor, you're not bending, twisting too deep. Inhale back to center. Exhale, knees to the right, gaze to the left. Drawing in the abdominals and then inhaling to center. And exhale, knees to the left, gaze to the right. We'll stay here for a few breaths this time. Inhale, lengthening through that spine, and exhale, drawing the lower abdominals, strengthening the muscles deep into the spine there with that contraction. Inhale to expand into the chest, shoulders on the mat, and exhale, drawing in the lower abdominals. Inhaling here, drawing back to center, and exhale, knees to the right, turning the gaze to the left. Relaxing here. Inhale, expanding into the chest, opening, relaxing those shoulders, and exhale, drawing in the lower abdominals, using those spinal muscles to deepen that twist here. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, deepening, relaxing, and then contract the abdominals as you then inhale, coming back up, and exhale to release your feet to the mat. Moving into our final breath now. So just drawing that pillow underneath the knees, allowing you to find a completely relaxed position. We're just going to do a short few rounds of belly breathing. So just readjusting, finding that neutral spine again, allowing your body to be completely relaxed, drawing the shoulder blades together and down the back, drawing the chin towards the chest, pressing the head, back of the head into the mat gently. Finding that neutral pelvis, arms relaxed to the sides, palms facing up, fingers relaxed, feet turned out so the hips are nice and open. Exhaling, letting the belly relax, and inhaling into the belly, inflating it like a balloon. Exhale, letting it relax, and inhaling to inflate, completely space here. Connecting with our parasympathetic nervous system now. Allowing your body to completely come away from any stress it's been under during the day or in the class. Moving away from our fight or flight mode into our rest and digest mode. When you're ready, moving into a completely natural breath now. Not trying to hold or force it or do anything to it, just breathing. And at the same time, just drawing your attention to your body. So not controlling your breath, but noticing whether there's any tension left in the body at all. Sometimes we hold tension and we don't even realize it. And it's a case of noticing it, and then we can consciously let it go. We can train ourselves to do this all the time. So we become more and more aware of the times when we do this and where we tend to hold that tension. So when you're ready, taking a nice deep breath in. Placing the hands underneath the buttocks again, pressing the palms into the mat, contracting the abdominals, pressing the elbows in, rolling on up. Thanks for your time today. I hope that gave you a slightly deeper understanding of some of those key movements.